Good morning and welcome to BHC Today. I'm Pastor Dave. Thank you for joining me for these few minutes as we continue to reflect on living the eternal and abundant life even now in Christ. We spoke of last couple weeks actually of when we become followers of Christ, His Spirit, the Spirit of Jesus Christ, the Spirit of the Trinity comes into our hearts and lives and becomes the director of who we are, transporting us into a new world of living, eternal and abundant. In the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 17, he says, Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. Old things pass away, behold, all things become new. Again, as we look at the course of your life, my life today, everything that we see, everything that we do, everything that we think has the freshness of the Spirit of God with us, in us, giving us perspective, giving us a new way of thinking, a new way of living, a new way of loving. Sometimes we don't live all together there. Sometimes the humanity with which we are kind of has us in a routine, and the attitudes and the thoughts and the approaches and how we see life may not seem as different as we have the privilege of in Christ, eternal and abundant life, even now. Isaiah, from the book of Isaiah, was written, His ways are higher than our ways, His thoughts higher than our thoughts. It is our privilege, follower of Christ, it is our privilege in following that His Spirit begins to change who we are so that our thoughts become His thoughts. Our way of doing things become His way of doing things, not because we influence Him, because He lives in us, changing who we are, changing how we see our children, our grandchildren, changing how we consider and believe friendship to be, changing the course of how we interpret the news on the television, changing the course of every detail of our lives because He lives in us. The Spirit, His Spirit, is the filter with which we see life, the lens, so to speak, by which we approach life. Do we enjoy it as we should? I confess, I think not for myself, because sometimes I just live in old thoughts, old habits, but yet He invites me to deny those. And in taking up my cross and following Him, learning His new ways, His highways, His high thoughts, and asking Him to transform me so that I live not only in His image, but His image lives in me. Well, again, we continue to think on these things, celebrating the reality that Jesus Christ, He lives in us. That's why He left, so that the Comforter would come, the Spirit would come and live in us, changing the course of who we are from the inside out. Well, may this day be filled with His high ways, His high thoughts. May your process of living and loving be informed by His Spirit in new ways by His grace and favor. Have a wonderful day. God bless you.